Hello, Emmanuel. I'm Cécile. I'm head of customer success at SweepBright, and I like to thank you first for sharing your experience and talking with me this afternoon. So, to get our viewers to know you better, can you introduce yourself and tell us more about Habitat?
Yes, so I'm Emmanuel. I'm founder of Habitat. Well, in its current form, we were a traditional office. I think Habitat exists around 25 years, but we were really traditional. I like to call it that we lived in the age of the dinosaurs. Yeah, it was really old-fashioned. Um, but like 6 years ago, I thought to myself, okay, am I going to do this for the rest of my life? We really need to prepare for the future. And nowadays we have a next gen agency office. So we really have a lot of automations,
Mhm.
and we're ready for the future. So I'm founder of Habitat in its current form, but not the real founder of Habitat because we existed
Okay.
like 25 years ago. Yeah, well, I think that was in 2018, so really early at the SweepBright
Yeah.
level. Um, well, my biggest issue at that time was not being able to automate. So we had a lot of repetitive tasks. Well, in our job, we have a lot of repetitive tasks. Um, and there was really a big frustration of me from, okay, we need to put in those data one time, yes, in the other app another time, and then we need to put in another time. So we had like sometimes 3 times the same data
Mm.
that we had to put in. And I was like, that's not an efficient way of working if we want to prepare for the future, if we want to be a really efficient company, we need to be able to automate those tasks. And well, I found SweepBright then. So SweepBright was the answer for a lot of those frustrations and issues at the time. Well, SweepBright, it was the glue. So it made it possible to automate those tasks. So we had like Gmail, but we wanted an automated mail to like one of the buyers for, oh, we're so happy about a house, really enjoy the house, because now we had to do it manually. It was like, okay, if we can automate it, it will save us 5 minutes, but it's
Mm.
5 minutes per per cell. And then we started to when we found SweepBright, we started to really automate. First, we started out with simple tasks like an automated mail. Um, but now it's if you see our automation, it's really complicated. But
Mm.
there were small steps, and now we have like it's crazy. You can imagine how much we automate of the yeah, the repetitive tasks. So our agents here are really happy for all the automations. Yeah, we automated like last month. We automated 5,000 tasks. So that's crazy.
Mm.
If you, I don't know, if you put minutes on it, some tasks are like longer tasks than other tasks, but I think agents at our firm they are saving, I would say, 50% of the time that another agent that if they work with another agency.
Mm.
Um, we automate so much, it's crazy, but it's the we automate the work that needs to be automated. We don't it needs to be um, person and application needs to be together. Or they need to work together. Digitalization needs to be there to help the persons and to have more time to spend with the client. Those numbers are pretty good because we are now with 5 people. So 5,000 tasks. That's 1,000 tasks per person that we automate in 1 month. So that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And now you can focus on what's important and what you are the best at, not just doing repetitive tasks.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy with SweepBright. We have, I think, it's just you have a really we really the support is really fast, and we live in a world where you have the cool blues and the ball.coms. They say when you order today, it's delivered tomorrow. So they are really challenging us, and SweepBright, and we also at Habitat, we answer within, I think it's 24 hours, we can get an answer to the people when they ask us something. And that's the same with SweepBright. So we are challenging ourselves, and companies are challenging themselves to be able to get that high level of support. And with SweepBright, you really have it. Also, the chat you have on the application, you have like I think in also in 24 hours you have the answer to your question. So I'm happy about that.
Right. That's what we try to do, to always give you a first answer in the next hours, but give you a real answer, and to close that issue you may have in 24 to at most 48 hours.
Yeah. Well, and also I don't know, the book of knowledge. It's your book of knowledge. You have where you can, if you think, I need to automate this or that, or I have some problem with this. How do I do it? You can look at the book of answers, and there you can find it. So it's how a company needs to be nowadays. You have or SweepBright has the mentality like an American company. It's really innovative. So I'm happy.
I'm glad you're happy.
My most favorite, and the one I'm most proud of also, is that the data we get from sellers. So when they pull in some data in the type form, so we use a type form where they can leave their data, and also from the buyer, they also get a type form, and we automated that all that data they get directly into the sales agreement. So in the sales contract, we have it directly. Once they fill in, okay, send it to Habitat, check, it immediately goes into the sales contract. So we spend like, I think, 30 minutes. Otherwise, when it, like in the traditional office, it's like, can you give me your ID? We'll note everything from your ID, or we copy your ID, then we put it in our system. Okay, it's in the system. Now we put it in the sales agreement. You put it in the sales agreement. So it's like so much work. And with Habitat, it's we just have to send an email. Even not even that, we don't even have to send an email. We need to put just on SweepBright, we need to put from available to option, and then an automated mail is sent to the customer, to the buyer, to the seller, and when they fill in the form, everything is directly into our sales agreement. So that's the one I'm most proud of. Our challenges for Habitat is to attract the good people. Not everyone fits in our office, but okay, we're really searching for the good, talented people. But I think for the real estate business in total in Belgium or in Flanders, I think 2022 will be the year where, when you're not able to adapt, you'll die. Yeah, Corona made us digitalize. So a lot of agencies, they're really starting now to digitalize. We already started like 4 to 6 years ago. So when you're not starting now at 2022, I think you will lose, because the world is moving so fast, and I've already seen it. Like 4 years ago, we didn't we had time to automate stuff. We had it wasn't moving that fast, but now it's really moving fast. You have TikTok coming up, you have Instagram. You need to create awareness. You need to be on every platform. You need to spend a lot of time on it. So when you don't automate those stuff, yeah, I think you lose.